And how is it going, everyone? Welcome to B Rally 3, though this time not the Game Boy Advance version, no, it's the PS2 version, which is supposed to be the proper sequel to the PlayStation 1 B Rally 2. And this one seems a lot more complete. There are a lot of things to talk about. First, the game wants you to create a driver. I'm just gonna create a driver called Gabby, I guess. Why not? You can even change the appearance. Well, the nationality is just like in the Game Boy Advance port. Argentina is still not here, so I'm picking Brazil. And yeah, the look is about, I guess, not many options, but hey, it's a rally game, not The Sims, you know? I think I'm gonna pick this guy. Whatever. Why not? And yes, save. So the thing about this game is that it has like a career mode where you sign with different manufacturers, and it depends on what your performance is in order to be able to get those manufacturers or not. Well, it kind of says it here. So here it mostly talks about the championship. It's 8 teams of 2 drivers, and yeah, you need to do the best, of course, and other stuff that I don't care about. But yeah, at the beginning, of course, you don't have any contract, but the contracts that you have to, that you can take, that are taken with emails, you have to pass a test. It's not simply choosing. So even though you have 3 options, these are very different options. Volkswagen gives you an infinite amount of tests, while MG gives you only 3 and Citroën gives you 1. By test I mean attempts, right? And each one of these also has a statistic that is different every time that you start a game. Like, all of these are not static, are something that change depending on when you create the file, right? So I'm gonna do Citroën first for the simple fact that it's the one that has only 1 attempt. So I'm gonna try to not mess it up, but I probably will mess it up. We will see. I mean, it's only 1 attempt, means that you cannot even retry. Like, you mess up and you're done. So there is a certain amount of time to pass. In this case, it's 2 minutes 9 seconds. Oof. The physics are also, I mean, they are easy in the sense that you don't have to do anything super out of the ordinary to drive the car, but they are also very unforgiving. Like, the moment you go slightly off track, not only you're gonna lose time, you're also gonna damage your car. So you gotta go slowly. But especially here, since this is only a test and not a competition. By the way, another thing that I want to say is I want to shout out a guy that goes by the name of Jordan, which is one of the developers of this emulator. Because originally this game, if you wanted to upscale the game, it had some graphical issues. So I basically went into this emulator's Discord and reported the issue, and a developer instantly showed up and solved it. Like, instantly. He basically checked what the issue was, pushed an update that I downloaded, and told me to change a configuration, and done. It works. That guy Jordan is the MVP here. Very nice. Like, it's something I wouldn't have expected, because I also reported some issues, well, a specific issue on a Ridge Racer game in the Nintendo 3D emulator, 3DS, which is an issue that basically makes the game unplayable, and nobody gives a shit on that one. Like, it's been posted like since June of this year, So 5 months later, no answer, but this guy immediately not only answered, but implemented the fix. And probably it's because it was easy to implement, but still amazing service. So I got Citroen. Not bad for a rookie? What do you mean not bad? I beat your objective for like 10 seconds. Your objective will be to be placed in the first 10? That shouldn't be hard to do, right? Yeah, I'm gonna sign. Not to mention that these guys, I got lucky that they have full reliability and full... whatever was the other one on the bottom. Car data. Well, yeah, I don't really care, but sure. You have all of that in case you do. Yeah, man, that's me signing. Well, team? Okay. Wait, didn't you say I needed to finish on the 10 first? But there's only 8 rankings. What am I missing here? Yeah? What? How could I possibly get position 10 if there are only 8 rankings? Am I missing something here? That's weird. Well, it's fine. What's this? What do you want? Eurosport? The teams are ready, so we will see you in Finland in April. Little bit far from April. Yeah, I'll be joining there for the Citroen Saxon. Alright, so here... Where do I go? Rally, I guess? Yeah, sure, but hold up. Yeah, let's just rally, dude. Wait. Okay. Gravel... Wait, it's gonna rain? And yeah, a little bit too much for the first race. Or maybe that was just a random video. No, it's not raining. Yeah, oh, setup. Should I care about this? Nah. I shouldn't. I mean, if it's the same car as in the test, this should be fine. And they even have an animation of them putting everything in place, huh? It seems like this game has a lot of effort put into it. Well, certainly more effort than the Game Boy Advance one, but that's not saying much. I mean, okay. That's a little bit of an exaggerated movement, but it's okay, don't worry about it. This is PS2, like these cutscenes, you know, I guess pretty advanced for that time. Alright, yeah, I just wanted to let the intro rock because I never see it. So the track record was by Atari. Yeah, the console. Can't believe a console game rally. Alright. Oh, there are 14 positions in total, okay. But I will have to be playing way too bad to not somehow be in the 10th position, right? But I also wonder how hard it is to get first. Because I don't know what counts as driving fast here. What's that? Oh, it's fine. Nothing important. That's a lot of sectors, I just realized. Oh, I got first. It seems that the difficulty for the slower cars is not gonna be that high, maybe. I cannot emphasize how much a mistake destroys you in this game. Like the loss of time plus the damage to the car are very hard to deal with. So I'm being very careful here. I'm pretty sure that I could go a lot faster if I wanted, it's just that it will be way too risky. If, for example, if you miss that bridge, you are done. You're absolutely done for. And I'm not trying to say that the damage is realistic or anything like that, but what I'm saying is that it's punishing. Though I think it also has to do with the reliability of the car, in the sense that if the reliability meter is all the way down, I think the cars get destroyed more easily. So this thing, since it has the full reliability meter by pure luck, it means that even crashing it shouldn't be a problem. But I'm really obliterating these guys, dude. He almost killed a bunch of people. So my camera is blocking, I think, the place that says how much time you got in a sector, but I don't think I'm blocking the time. I'm only blocking the legend at the left, right? I think. But then again, the actual time that matters is the one that's at the top. But at the top and at the right, well, top right and top left, I guess. That's the finish, he said, yeah. Okay. Yeah, no shit. Like, I had like 16 seconds of advantage with the 22 seconds. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah, maybe the other guy should consider, you know, speeding up a little bit. Like, look at that, dude. Well, this actually is very similar to how it was in the Game Boy Advance game in terms of difficulty. In the Game Boy Advance game, I also was having like 20 seconds of difference. Okay, so how is the animation for when you arrive? Well, the game remembers the dirt and all of that. Nice animations. There's just some random people running. Funny. Alright. For some reason my windows are damaged, apparently. So yeah, repair it, sure. So yeah, this game also has this type of repairs, but I'm surprised that even happened, because it didn't even show up when apparently my windows got damaged. Then again, in the previous V-Rally games, well, 2 and the Game Boy Advance port, even if you play perfectly, you can still take damage randomly. But it's not a problem, like, it's to be expected. As long as, that's the thing, the damage doesn't matter as long as it doesn't take you more than half an hour to repair it. As long as that's the case, you're gonna be fine. Okay. Now the thing that I really wonder is, imagine that Citroën was in this run, instead of having full reliability and performance, it had the bottom one. Why would it even be worth it to go for Citroën in that case? Because, you know, that part where those stats are random, I feel like it doesn't make much sense. I know that it makes it more, I guess you can say, realistic that the companies are not static, but you would at least want some guaranteed benefit for a company that is more strict with the tests, another one that is not as strict, you know? So, unfortunately, this game does not feature music either. So it's not just something that happened in the Game Boy Advance port for being a Game Boy Advance port. No, this one also doesn't have music. Yes, I understand, it's a rally game, you're not supposed to listen to music when you rally. I mean, it's not like it's even close to being a simulator, you know? So far the difficulty is very, very low. I'm assuming that it's only when you get to the 2.0 cars that are supposed to be faster that you're actually gonna see some difficulty, not just in the times, but probably with how harder it's gonna be to drive the car, you know. No, damn, I almost murdered a deer. Oh dear. Those deers. That's realistic, you know. Wild animals that just go in front of cars for no reason. They do that a lot. I don't know if in the middle of rallies, but I know that in the middle of a highway, well, I don't know if you should call it highway, but like in places where cars normally drive, it tends to happen. So here, yeah, wait, what? Wait. Oh, look at that. So I'm faster than the top category, that is 2.0L. Damn. It tells me that this game is gonna be almost as much of a snooze fest as the Game Boy Advance one. Because if that's how the difficulty is gonna be... Oh, and the game doesn't have difficulty selection either. Or, well, if it has, I didn't see it. But yeah, it's a little bit weird. So now it's raining. Damn, even with lightning, holy shit. Isn't that dangerous? Also, more importantly, why wasn't there that cutscene with the repairs? We just went into the next stage just like that, I guess. I mean, unless I really lose focus, I don't see any reason why I could lose. Maybe the longer the seasons go, the tighter the required time is gonna be, but as of right now, there is no doubt that I'm obliterating anyone. I really feel that without music it really makes it even more dual. Well, in Beer Rally 2, the music that you had, there weren't that many tracks, that many music tracks, I mean. So even if there was music, it could get all quickly as well. This one, it seems that they just made the time too easy. Well, not to mention that here this is supposed to be actual rally, which means that, you know, which means that there are no other opponents. Though I do think there are a couple of modes that are supposed to emulate a race, I think. Well, another issue here is that differently from the Game Boy Advance version, the stages are a lot longer. Game, half a minute, dude. I will retire at this rate if I was any of the other opponents, because holy shit, like I will be accused of cheating at this point. Like how can I be faster than a top category, right? I mean, yeah, here it seems like some cars are also faster than some of the other 2.0 cars, but for the most part it's not supposed to be the case, but it is the case. And I already have a 1 minute gap with the second place, dude. Damn. That's something. It seems that the body is the one getting in trouble here, but I'm not sure what to say, because it is gonna be very easy at this rate. Well, okay. Now it actually makes me wonder how B-Rally 4 handles difficulty in that case, because... Oh, it seems that one of the guys retired. There are only 13 positions now instead of 14. That's messed up. And these suicidal years. Unbelievable. Oh shit. Okay, I almost lost control there. I mean, at any point it might be possible that here I'm, you know, saying how easy it is and whatnot, and at some point I might very easily just take, you know, a bad turn and crash. It wouldn't be the end of the world, especially considering the insane advantage that I had accumulated for now. When it says 150, does it mean the distance to that corner? Because I don't think it's talking about the speed. I think it is talking about the, like, maybe the meters. And also when it says 3 or, well, 4, 5, whatever, I think it's talking about the gear. So 3 right here, it's, well, but I don't, maybe no, because, I mean, if it's the gear, you will be very wrong. You know? But it does seem like the numbers get lower the sharper the corners are, so... It being the gear makes sense, it's just that I can go way faster than that. Yeah, it makes sense that I'm using automatic transmission, so... Maybe if you were not using automatic transmission, I will be singing a different tune, but...
Be careful, jump, be careful, keep left.
Keep left, okay.
150, 3 left and 4 right. 100, 3 right and 4 left. 100, 2 left.
And one thing that is very noticeable is that the frame rate is not very stable, and that's not because of the emulator, that's because of the game. Like, the emulator is running the game at full speed, but the game itself seems that it cannot maintain the 60 frames per second very often. But it's worse in some other ports, because, for example, I tried the GameCube port, and the GameCube port doesn't even go beyond 30 frames per second. It makes it very choppy. I also tried the PC port, but the problem with the PC port is that the hard thing is making the controller work. And I don't want to do too many maneuvers to make it work. But yeah, maybe in the PC version the frame rate will be constant. So I also remember seeing another issue in the PC version, which was that every time that I broke, that I used the brakes, it's like the camera went closer to the car or something like that. And that's the kind of bug that good luck finding the solution for that. So yeah, instead might as well run the PS2 version. As I say, the only problem with the PS2 version was that issue with a graphical glitch with the upscaling that this Jordan the Beast guy solve in a couple minutes. So, well, and yeah, then the unstable frame rate. But again, that's something about the port itself, and I don't think it's bad enough. Well, especially not bad enough when my opponents are not even gonna try to stop me, you know? 'Cause they definitely are not. I mean, I gotta assume they are not trying. Come on, dude. No. Oof. That's fine.
100, flat left over crest. 100, 5 left. 150, 3 right, slide. 100,
Wait, what?
2 left.
Did I see something flying on the right side?
3 right.
Or was I stoned?
Right.
It was a simple billboard, but I feel like I saw a car flying.
3 left. 100, flat right.
No, it probably was some sort of announced like a billboard or something, right? Hey, don't worry about it.
3 right. 150.
Surely I'm not going insane.
Pretty good.
I also like how the guy, when I reach the finish, he's like, "Oh yeah, you did well." Yeah, no shit, I did well. I did fantastic. At least compared to the competition. But you know what they say, you're only as good as your competition. So I won Finland. Now what? The car animations are pretty funny because it's like it has like ultra strong brakes, you know? That's a pretty... It's not a bad trophy. It's a little bit weird though, but it's probably because of the graphics. Well, I got it with a 1 minute 45 gap. Well, at least apparently, well, actually with the 2.0 I got a 40-second gap. And it's 1 rally out of 4. Well, and this one already says 2 rallies out of 6. Okay, so 2.0 is gonna be 6 instead of 4. Sure. Yeah, well, the point distribution is interesting, so it only goes very low. Well, actually, it's more that you want to be there first or second. The first or second don't have that much difference. What do you want? Wonderful performance, you taking control of the Satsu. You are already ahead on your goal. All eyes will be on you the next race. Surprises again. The winner in Finland has made the right choices to get him to the top. What? I don't know how that sentence makes sense, but it's fine. Okay, and then what's this? 3 rallies left? Yeah, no shit. Okay. Yeah, I wouldn't be saying that anyone can be the winner judging by how far the other guys are from me, but sure, I guess you want to build a little bit of excitement, right? Now the thing here is that it says that the average surface is asphalt, which I'm assuming is gonna make the handling quite different, and I will have to adapt. Surely. Let's see. 65 is asphalt and 35 is poor asphalt. Funny. Okay.
3, 2, 1.
So how does this thing drive on asphalt?
3 left. 5 right.
Well, I mean, it has a little squeak sound on the tires, but
100, 3 left and flat right.
Ironically, it feels like asphalt has less grip than other surfaces. Or well, at least... Ah, fuck me. That's bad. Okay. Where am I going? I don't know. Ask my car. Okay, that was very bad. Okay, well, it was about time that I let these guys win, right? So ironically, that didn't cost the car anything. Because I mean, you haven't seen it yet, but when you damage the car, it shows up as like it shows on the left, I think, what's the part that got damaged. Alright, so the car, the gap that says 1 second 84, I think it means to the first place. I don't think it means to the immediate one that you have above, because you can see the immediate gap on the top left. That's the gap with the first place. What will happen if you fall from the cliff, though, I wonder?
Flat left, flat right. 100, 5 left.
Back at first place.
5 left, tightens.
I just wanted to make things exciting, don't worry. Though you can already see with that very small mistake how punishing accidents are. It's just that it was a weird accident. I'm still not sure why it happened, but don't worry about it.
5 right. 5 left. 100, tight hairpin right.
Okay, that was an interesting corner.
100, tight hairpin left.
It says tight heavy
4 right.
when you have to start worrying.
5 right. Flat left. 3 right into. 2 left. 2 left.
Okay.
Over
Over
finish.
finish.
Good time.
No problem. I don't know what the damages might have been, but as I say, considering that the icons of parts being damaged didn't appear, I'm assuming I'm more than fine. And again, that's probably related to the reliability stat that here is like full. It did get... Okay, this one did have some damage, without a doubt. Wait, the remaining time also passes. Oh, that's fucked up. If you stay still by doing nothing in that menu, I think that time passes. Damn. Alright, that's interesting. I mean, it makes sense, but was not expecting that. So if you don't select quickly, you're done for.
2, 1, let's go. 5
Apparently this one is nothing but poor asphalt.
100, 4 right. 4 left, long. 100, hairpin right. 100, hairpin left. 100, 3 right opens.
These cars still have
150.
I think that regardless of the surface, they should have
3 right
like a lot of downforce. You can steer a lot. Like you don't really have a drift effect here. Like you steer automatically in a way. I guess it's hard to explain what I'm trying to say, but you know that in other rally games, including B-Rally 2, you kinda were supposed to calculate the corner so the drift could get you through the corner, but here it's like you were playing, I don't know, Gran Turismo, I guess. It said that the Gran Turismo not in the rally division, but rather in the ones where you drive in a circuit. Like it feels like that. It feels like you steer perfectly. I don't know if they are like driving aids enabled or something. Maybe there is not even the concept of driving aids, but it really feels that you're not driving a rally car. And yes, I understand that this is asphalt, but in Finland it wasn't asphalt.
150.
Like in Finland it was supposed to be gravel, right? And yet it felt like you could steer like it's nothing.
100. 2 right. Watch out. Castle. 100.
We will see whenever we get to dirt, I guess. Or, well, we already did get to dirt, and even wet dirt, because it was raining, and the downforce is still a lot, so...
100. Tight hairpin right. 100. Tight hairpin left.
I mean, I don't know if downforce is the right word to use here, but essentially the fact that
5 right into. 3 left open.
the car does not oversteer at all. Like, you cannot lose control of the car. I mean, you can lose control of the car by crashing, but it's not like you can oversteer to the point that you're gonna spin.
4 left. Over finish. Not bad.
It's a little bit weird. Like, it almost felt like B-Rally 2 had better rally physics than this one. And B-Rally 2 is a PS1 game, so... Okay, so here we have wet asphalt, which theoretically should make you have less control of your car. Theoretically.
3, 2, 1, go! 100. Flat right. 5 left into. 3 right. Long. 5 left.
I mean, what I can see is that it understeers a little bit more, but
4 right.
like, I thought
3 right. Long.
I didn't see the rock that well there.
Long.
My bad.
3 left.
And what I was about to say is that it really doesn't feel like you're going with rally physics here.
3 right. 3 left.
I mean, I'm not a rally driver, so I cannot say,
2 right.
but I mean,
2 right.
from a casual perspective, they certainly don't feel like rally physics.
Long. 100. 5 left into. 4 right. Flat left. Flat right. Flat left into. Hairpin left. 4 left into.
In fact, here you will think that the water will make the controls a lot more slippery, but no,
Flat right.
it doesn't.
4 left and flat right. Flat right and flat left. 150. 4 left into. 2 right. 2 right and
And here's the thing, I don't mind the controls being
4 right and
like this casual if the game itself kinda showed itself as more casual, but with this whole career mode and the fact that these are obviously supposed to be rallies, which means that,
5 left.
you know, it's not a race, it's a time trial where you compare the times with other players, well, other drivers. I feel like it doesn't really fit.
Hairpin left.
Like, what would be more fitting is to have turned this into like a racing game. I mean, just like V-Rally 2 does, you know?
Into. 4 right.
Like, even if V-Rally 2 has like
2 left into. 2 right.
a time rally mode, it also has
Tight hairpin.
races. It's a little bit more casual.
Hairpin right.
I don't know.
100. Flat left. 100. 4 left. 100. 3 right and flat left. Over finish. Not bad.
Okay. Hey, at this rate, unfortunately, the challenge is non-existence. Is challenge 404 not found. It's fine. So The repairs are not even that bad. Wait, what's driving here? It's just like the normal options that you have. Yeah, it's not important. And setup is what you're seeing there. You know, it's not like there's anything I can really change here, like to make it harder. Well, yeah, I mean, I could make like the settings of my car bad on purpose to make it harder, but I don't think I would like to do that. It's fine. Look, what has to happen here is we have to reach the 2.0 leagues. When we reach the 2.0 leagues, that's when we're gonna see the real difficulty. Surely. I guess there is a reason mostly why the people that talk about like classic rally titles, they usually mention like the Colin McRae series or Sega Rally, and they don't mention B-Rally, because as I say, it really feels like you're playing an arcade racing game, which is what it is, but with rally rules. So, I mean, imagine it this way, like just to more or less understand, or trying to understand the point I'm trying to make. Imagine you were playing Mario Kart, right? Here's the catch. You're playing Mario Kart without the items and without opponents. Well, and Mario Kart actually has a mode like that. It's called Time Trial. And in Mario Kart 8, for example, you get rewards by beating the Staff Ghost. Well, and on the Wii 1, you also get rewards. The point is, yes, you have that, but imagine that's the main game mode. And that's what Mario Kart has. Like, that's the main game mode, and then there's nothing more. That's how I feel this game is, personally. At least for now. Like, maybe once I get to the 2.0 category, things are gonna switch. Like, maybe they're gonna get more interesting, but at least on the 1.6 slower category, they definitely are not.
3, 2, 1.
And that was something that I could understand in the Game Boy Advance game. Like, the Game Boy Advance game, like, the only praise I could give it is the fact that it looks very good for being a Game Boy Advance game, but like, essentially the driving is very easy. There is no risk for accidents. Well, this game does have risk for accidents, it's just that it's very easy to avoid them. And I was also, what the hell? I think there might be some textures that are broken here, but it's fine, don't worry about it. Seem to be the minority. I was about to say that the Game Boy Advance game essentially, like, I guess if anything, the Game Boy Advance port mimicked this one very well, I guess. it feels very similar in the fact that you win for free.
5 left. 5 right. 4 left.
And that the stages feel dull to drive because there is no music and barely any engagement, and the driving, I don't think it's engaging enough.
100. Flat left.
And again, all those things were excusable for the Game Boy Advance port, for being a Game Boy Advance port, but this one being a PS2 game, I don't know if those things are excusable. Like, don't get me wrong, there can be people that probably grab this game and think that the physics are hard and they actually struggle to you know, even get the objective that the manufacturer gives you, right? And maybe they struggle to stay on 10th position. Maybe they even struggle to finish the stages, because maybe they get into so many accidents the car forces them to abandon, right? But yeah, I mean, I guess for those people it will be a pretty interesting game, but in my case, I mean, I'm not trying to say I'm super good, but what I'm trying to say is that according to the game, I'm super good. I'm getting a 20-second advantage on the second place, so yeah. This is with zero practice. It's not like I've been playing this game my whole life. Like, I could put that excuse in B-Rally 2, since that was one of my childhood games, but this one, not even that, you know? So yeah, seems that the default here is winning, pretty much. It's fine. It is what it is. What do the emails say? I don't think I'm losing the lead. Well, I would advise them to try to put me under pressure soon, because they wouldn't be doing it. Yeah, no shit, I'm gonna take the podium. They have decided to increase their budget in order to develop and optimize the Satso's performance. Sure. So wait, what's this? What's goals? Okay, well, yeah, that's a goal, that is no problem. Oh, and this shows my stats. I have no experience. Damn, and my team is... Well, I also have some other drivers that... I guess they aren't very important. What's press book? Okay, these are records. I could save, I guess. Wait, did I save? Did I really save? Didn't it take a lot longer to save the first time? Am I even saving? I guess I am saving. So technically the objective here that says don't lose the lead actually means that, like, stay in first place. So I guess this objective is a little bit more, like, a little bit harder to get. Also here there is a lot of mist.
100. 3 left. Long. 3 right.
But see, that's something that will make it harder for me, because if I don't see where I'm going, obviously
150.
stepping into bad surfaces is gonna be pretty easy.
100. 2 left.
In 8 seconds on the first checkpoint, dude, really? Holy shit.
Watch out. 100. Hairpin left. Hairpin right.
Maybe this will be a different tune if the reliability of the car was low.
3 left tightens.
In fact, I wonder how hard it would have been if
Hairpin right.
the stats were all low. Because it's as I say, it's not because this Citroen is meant to have big, like, high reliability. It doesn't. If it's not lucky enough to get it, it's not gonna get it. So
3 right.
that's the thing about it. Maybe if I actually have
3 left.
been driving a car with bad reliability, I will be very heavily struggling with maintaining a good position.
3 left.
But then this gap that I'm getting right now is absolutely crazy. Is it because of the mist that the other cars are going slower?
Flat left into 3 right.
Well, maybe this is one of those things that the upscaling probably makes easier.
Right.
And maybe in the original PS2 resolution, this mist made it very hard to see what's in front of you. All I can tell you is that at least on this specific track, the mist is not making it that hard to see what's in front. You see, that accident had nothing to do with being able to see or not, okay?
150.
That was just me underestimating that slope. Hey, don't worry.
150. 5 left. Hairpin right.
Yeah, I think that for now, the biggest problem in comparing it to the Game Boy Advance version is that the stages, the individual stages are a lot longer than the individual stages in Game Boy Advance, which means that you're gonna be here for quite longer, you know? I don't know what to think about that. But yeah, 35 seconds of difference here. I don't even know what the name of my opponents are, because I'm simply not paying attention, because I don't need to pay attention. Why would I? They are not even on the same level. So the surface here is supposed to be 100% mud, right? So surely this means
3, 2,
that it's gonna be harder to drive on, right?
150. 2 right. 2 left.
Well, maybe that's because it was
2 right.
a heavy corner. Let's wait until
2 left.
all of these are heavy corners.
3 right.
A weird track.
100. 5 right.
Yeah, not really.
150. Hairpin left.
Like, there is still what I mentioned, the fact that these are not rally physics. These are simply, you know,
100. 5 right. 5 left.
like, you can see, here's the thing, I compare this to Gran Turismo, but I guess that's not a good comparison.
3 left into
Like, you can tell that the car does not feel like driving in asphalt, right? Because it does move a little bit to the side every time. Like, it's like
150.
you can kind of tell that the car acts slippery, right?
100.
Like, that's for sure. But what I'm saying is that it has just way too much grip, even with that little slippery effect that it has to make it seem like a rally car.
100.
It's still like the drifting is non-existent. Like, you don't drift in this game. I mean, maybe it kind of looks like you're drifting in the sense that you're taking a corner kind of sideways, but
100. 2 right.
gameplay-wise it doesn't feel like it.
5 left and flat right.
Okay, there are some effects that I'm noticing that are actually completely misaligned.
150. 3 left.
The light that you saw there, I think it was supposed to apply to the trees, but instead it applied to like a flying branch in the middle of the track. It seems that graphically when you use upscaling it's still not perfect, but certainly it's a lot better than before I made that report, right?
100. 4 left. 150. Hairpin right. Over finish.
That's the finish.
That was a good time.
Yeah. Well, I think I already got to 1 minute advantage on the second stage. Pretty nice. Correct. Yes, already 1 minute advantage, and it's not even halfway through the rally. Damn. I really hope that when we get to 2.0 the difficulty increases, because otherwise
Go, go, go. 4 left.
I don't see too much future to this game. You know, I see the same future that the Game Boy Advance game had, like essentially 2 seasons and I'm out of here.
4 right
And especially because this game, and I'm pretty sure the Game Boy Advance game as well, is meant to have an infinite amount of seasons. Like the Game Boy Advance one, I haven't confirmed, I didn't look it up, but it all points out that it was the case. But this one, in the description of the game itself, it tells you that the seasons are infinite, so you could just keep playing forever, which is something that I'm not gonna do.
2 right.
But yeah, you could if you want to.
100. 3 left and 4 right.
It's supposed to be a typical career mode that never ends.
4 right.
I don't know if there are other sport games that are like that.
Left. Long.
I remember, for example, the football games, they usually have championships. At least the ones I played. Seasons,
Left into.
I think that they might let you play a season, but once the season is over, it's like the mode is over.
Flat right.
So it's when it seems that you can just keep endlessly going, but I don't see why I will do that.
100. Flat left into. 4 right.
What I did see is that there are 4 unlockable cars, and they say that
4 left and 4
the cars are unlocked by beating a specific objective, like for example beating the 1.6 championship, right? But there are only 2 type of championships in theory, which are the 1.6 and the 2.0, right? So how will you unlock the other 2? Unless you have to win them twice each one. I'm not feeling like doing that.
flat left. 3 left. 4 right. Tightens. 3
I feel
left.
like it's weird for
4 right.
a game like this that tries to be
Over crest.
more about simulation that it just has
2 right opens.
a very low difficulty altogether.
100. 100. 4 left.
It's an interesting river.
Hairpin right. 4 left. Watch out. Ditch.
Yeah, they tell you about the ditch.
And 5 left. Over finish.
At this rate, I'm gonna make Citroën absolutely rich. Well, considering the... Well, I'm pretty sure that all the companies that you see here still operate, you know? I think that you can say that about most car manufacturers that are involved in racing. It seems that... Wait, what's this? Oh, okay, it's the same cutscene, it's just that in a different place, I guess. I was about to say that... seems that a car manufacturer that is involved in racing, it's very hard to see it close, right? Usually those companies always exist. But yeah, we're talking here about multi-millionaire companies. See, that's what I notice in every racing game that I play. Like, any manufacturer that I've seen is a manufacturer that still exists today. Like, maybe there could be one or two exceptions at most, and I wouldn't even know which ones they are, but every manufacturer I see, it's still there. And you might think, well, that's logical, but for example, you know, games that have like advertisement billboard usually with the companies that publish the game, a lot of times you see that companies that are completely non-existent right now, that have been purchased or closed or both, you know. So I mean, a good example is the one from the motorsport, the MotorStorm games. I forgot what they were called actually. Evolution Studios, right? Yeah. For example, that's something that you play their games and you're like, damn, sad to see this logo because they are a company that closed. And that's just a dumb example. You have a lot of game companies that closed in the last 10 years. But with car companies, which I understand, yes, like the car business and the video game business are extremely different, and they have completely different targets. But it's just interesting to see how they are kind of a constant, right? It's like at this point, it's like countries, right? Well, there are also exceptions of countries that I guess no longer exist, but I guess the biggest example being the USSR. But for the most part, it has that consistency. It really feels like car companies never really close down. That's a way of finishing the... Uh-oh, my front has been slightly fucked. There was an interesting stage finish. I wanted a photo finish, but in this game, since you cannot drive against other opponents, if you want a photo finish, you gotta do it yourself. Well, my front was magically repaired, I guess, so nothing to worry about. I guess, as I say, I understand that accidents in this game completely demolish you. If you are careful, it really feels like there is no challenge for you. Because I'm pretty sure if I wanted to risk, I could be going a lot faster than this. I'm just playing it safe, knowing how risky, or rather how punishing accidents are, and it doesn't seem to matter at all. I also wonder if there's any sort of penalty for cutting the track, because you know that this game, I'm not really showing it, but it's very liberal when it comes to the track limits. You can very easily go in between the trees, and you're allowed to. Like, I'm assuming at some point there's gonna be an invisible barrier that will count as you going off track and will respawn you. The point is that a lot of these trees that you're seeing, like, these are not invisible walls. You could easily go there, and in that same way you could easily cut some corners. But I do know that in real life rally, some corners you're kind of allowed to cut them, but... Yeah, okay, literally the copilot uses the word. Well, can you do that cut though? See, like, that cut feels like it shouldn't have been legal. But yeah, in some of those corners he did say cut, as like you're intended to go on the inner part of the corner. But yeah, some of those cuts definitely don't look legal. Hard to tell, but I win again. To nobody's surprise, of course. There's only one more remaining. One more rally. Yeah, you're saying the same shit every time. What do you mean double success? Shouldn't it be triple at this point? Yeah, I don't think the competition is gonna be tight, mister. Sorry to burst your bubble, but I don't think that that's what a tight competition means. If I'm 30 points ahead, you know, 30 points seems a little bit much. Alright, so here for the first time we go to a snow surface. Is this gonna feel different than the other surfaces? I wonder. Because it's the first time we go to snow.
150, 3 right. 4 left. 200, flat left into, 5 right, over.
Not really. Not really.
200, 5 left.
It's fine.
100, 4 left.
It happens.
100, 4 right. 100, 3 right, 3 left. 150, 4 right.
I mean, I guess I don't want to sound like a broken record. I feel like it's pretty sad that a PS1 game has better physics than a PS2 game.
150.
From the same saga, I guess. I'm not comparing this to another I mean, I guess I am doing comparisons with other games, so what I'm trying to say is that here I'm exclusively comparing it with V-Rally 2, like from the exact same series, and the PS1 game definitely had a better physics than this one. Even if they weren't good, because I mean they were still pretty rough, but it's understandable for being a PS1 game, but it certainly beat the physics of this game. Don't get me wrong, they are functional, and in fact, I'll tell you that they are obviously way better than the physics from the first game. Maybe Rally 1 has physics that are so dog shit that I don't know what they were thinking, but that's not a high bar to beat, you know?
150, 4 right. 200, 5 left. 150, 3 right. 3 right. 100, be careful, bridge.
Oh, that's a pretty cool looking bridge.
150, 5 right, into, 3 left.
Gotta admit.
200, 5 left.
I know that you say 200, but come on.
150, 3 left.
Now you could at least say that there was a soft ride before telling me that.
Over crest. Be careful, slippery road. Flat right, into,
Okay,
5 left.
let's see how slippery it is.
200,
I don't know,
5 right,
this isn't really slippery. Or at least not more slippery than
3
the regular game, you know?
200, flat right, over finish.
If anything, it should feel slower, but it doesn't feel like you're losing more control, you know?
That was a good time.
Well, on the right side, Sweden is supposed to be the last location of the championship before we most likely are gonna move on to 2.0. I hope, because maybe after this, the manufacturer deals that you get, like none of them are from game, no damage at all. Yes, start the non-existent repairs. I was about to say, I hope that after this, you do have an offer from a 2.0 manufacturer. You get another offer from 1.6. I don't know if I can withstand doing another 1.6 championship. Like I'm gonna fall asleep before doing that, or rather in the middle of that.
2 left, 2 right. 3 left, into, 2 right, long.
At least the good thing here is that the fact that it's snowing, it does kind of block your visibility a little bit,
Flat left, long.
so it makes it harder than if it was just the snow, of course. Not by much, and I'm also assuming the opponents are gonna be... Oh, never mind, the opponents are still doing the... like relatively the same times they were doing before.
Flat left, into, 2 left.
That one I didn't see it that well.
200, 5 left, into, 4 right. 200, 5 right. 200, flat left. 150, 4 right, long. 100, 4 right, into.
So they got into an accident. Alright, well at least that's a nice change of pace, you know? So you know that I instinctively press L1 to look behind me, as if there was any opponent behind me. No, they aren't. Okay. Well, I'm still in first place here. Just that the sector was worse than the one that was in second place. Well, it doesn't have to be the one that is in second place, but rather it was worse than one competitor. That's what the red means. So I guess that's also fucked up in its own way, isn't it? Like, let's imagine that you're kind of like the target audience of the game, or like you're a player that struggles, and you can get second place or maybe less than that. Like, you're struggling to even get into a podium. So does that mean that every sector is gonna be red? That's a little bit fucked up. So I might be, after that accident, going slower. Or maybe, no, 160 seems like it's... never mind, no, I'm not going slower. It's the normal speed this thing goes. Well, the normal top speed. I assume this is better than the Game Boy Advance version. Well, I mean, yes. In the sense that obviously it's a more, you know, advanced game, ironically, yeah, because we're talking about a home console versus a handheld, so yes, it's obviously better, but in terms of the fun factor, at least if you ask me, I will say that it's on par with the Game Boy Advance version, unfortunately. Hey, how is it going, Wasabi? Unfortunately, the game so far is being an absolute snooze fest, and the lack of music definitely doesn't help either. So yeah, you can say that this is like the Game Boy Advance version, or rather, the Game Boy Advance version was very well ported from this game, because playing that version feels like playing this game, in the sense that they both feel as boring and as long as each other. So in that regard, the Game Boy Advance version is very well done. That's the thing, I cannot say the game is bad. It's just boring, because there is no challenge. At least not to me. So yeah, one of those things. It is what it is. Surely the Rally 4 is gonna be a better experience. Well, at least the Steam reviews don't seem bad, it's just that they also are not particularly good either. It might be an experience similar to this one, unfortunately, but we wouldn't know until we try. So. I wish I could tell you how exciting the game is and whatnot, but no, not really. Hey, look, I'll tell you this. If you're interested in rally games and you never played one before and, you know, you're trying to get into them, this game is probably very good because it doesn't ask too much from you. You know, like, it's a game that is not hard to play. It gives you a lot of margin to to win, and it also behaves as a rally game in where the accidents are very risky, so it's not like you're playing, you know, Mario Kart. Like you're playing a rally game. It's just that it seems to very overly easy. But I guess for a first timer in a rally game, it's probably not that easy, so I guess I could recommend it there. But yeah, I don't know if you're even interested in rally, so. But hey, if you know anyone that is interested in playing a rally game and never played a single one, tell them to play this one, because it's probably a good starting point. I mean, thinking about it, when it comes to rally game, I will not say the Sega rally games are a good starting point. The Colin McRae games are also, I wouldn't say they are a good starting point either. And what else do you have? Well, you have the Dirt games, so I mean, I did play the Wii version of Dirt 2. I guess Dirt can also be good for beginners, assuming that you don't pick like the ultra realistic settings or something like that, I guess.
150, 4 left, long.
Yeah, I guess there's that.
100, 3 right.
If I gotta find something positive about the game, well, I mean, look, here's the thing.
3 left.
What am I saying? The graphics look very good, and the handling is comfortable.
Watch out, jump.
But if I needed to say another, you know, gameplay related thing that is good, is the fact that this is most likely a very good game for beginners.
5 right.
That being said, I don't know how much it will prepare you to other rally games that actually have like better rally physics. Because I was mentioning before, this feels like the cars have way too much downforce, so you're essentially not drifting. And drifting is kind of like the whole point of rally.
3 right.
So I don't know if you playing this game as your first rally game is gonna prepare you to other rally games. Maybe not, but maybe it doesn't have to. Like maybe you just want to play a rally game and you're just not very good at them, and that's it. And this one will fit that niche perfectly.
200.
Just that I feel that I don't think there's anyone that will ever think that, right?
3 right.
Like, oh, I never played a rally game. I'm interested in, you know, getting into rally.
5 right.
I don't know. I don't feel like that's the case. I feel like people that stumble across rally, they stumble across rally for different circumstances that weren't really in their control. Like in my case, I mean, the reason why I'm interested in rally and racing games in general is because when I was a kid, the games that I got, most of them were like that, and I like it. It's not like I went out of my way to play it, it's that I was raised with them pretty much. So I don't really know if there's someone that never played a rally game and it's like, you know what? You know what would be nice to get into rally games? And besides, if there's someone thinking that, I heavily doubt they are thinking of arcade-based rally games. They are probably most likely thinking about simulation. Like, I'm assuming something that wants to get into rally most likely wants to get into like the whole having a simulation setup and playing a game that requires you to do that, to drive with a racing wheel and pedals and all of that.
150. 2 left. 3 right.
I don't know.
2 left. 3 right. 100.
I mean, when it comes to racing in general,
Over finish.
I don't know. I feel like
That was a good time.
I feel it's what I say. Like when it comes to racing games in general, unless you were already, you know, you were already playing them when you were a kid, I feel like it's very hard for someone that was never into racing in general to suddenly, when they are like either, you know, young adults or full grown adults, to be like, hey, you know what, I wanna get into racing. I just find it hard to imagine, you know. But I don't know. It's not like I interact with enough people to know how many will be interested in racing if they never, you know, play them before.
2 right, long.
I don't know.
200, 5 right, 5 left. 100, 3 right and flat left. 100, 5 left.
If for some reason you encounter at some point in your life someone wanting to get into rally games for the first time and they never could, recommend them this game. So I probably, before saying that, I probably should first try V-Rally 4. Maybe that's an even better game for beginners than this one, especially considering that that one has modern graphics and it's available in modern platforms.
3 right.
Or well, I don't know modern platform, but at least it's on Steam. So it should be easily accessible instead of emulating, right?
200, 5 right, long.
And then V-Rally V. You know, unfortunately 4 is the last one. Actually, that reminds me that about the Neptunia games. You know that there is a Neptunia game that is called something Neptunia V, but it's not supposed to be the 5th game. It's supposed to be the 3rd game that for some reason is called, I think, V Generation or something like that. I don't even remember what the V stood for. And then to make things more confusing, the 4th game in the series is called V2.
Be careful, jump. 100.
And the problem is that I'm pretty sure that 2 is written also in Roman numbers, so you look at that and you think that it says 7, because VII in Roman is 7, right? So yeah, pretty weird shit, honestly. Well, the Neptunia series is weird in general, so I guess it's fitting. Yeah, whatever. Nor was Mega Man X supposed to be the 10th game in the series. Yeah, I know. Just that in the case of Neptunia, it's like seeing something that is VII, you think it's 7. Like it's hard to see that and think that it's anything other than 7. But yeah, apparently it is something other than 7, you know? Well, I won. Again, to nobody's surprise. I got the trophy, yeah. Good shit. This guy doesn't seem to be very happy about clapping. Like he knows that no one else stood a chance, so he's not surprised. He's like, well, obviously this asshole is gonna win. Want to see if there's anything else about this animation, but no, it seems like... Well, there are different camera angles, but I think I understand. Okay, hold up. You now have access to the car Lancer. Weird I didn't call it Lancer Evolution, but sure, why not? So these are the new proposals. Okay. So yeah, but that's the thing. Hold up. Seat and Hyundai. Are they supposed to be 2.0 or what? Well, the problem is that here... Yeah, Hyundai... Okay, yeah, they are, actually. Hyundai and Seat. Though, that's the thing. If I renew with Citroën, will they let me drive the 2.0 car? Or what? Because I don't want to renew and be on the same category. No, it's still the Satso. It says it down there, right? Yeah, but I don't want to do that. Though, hold up, before doing that... okay, in this category you do not have neither Hyundai nor Seat, which means that yeah, those can only be 2.0. Though then again, no, I don't want to quit the mode. Hold up. Here it tells you, yeah, the Seat Cordova. Yeah, the fact that I only have 2 proposals, it's very fucked up. Yeah, and then the Hyundai having realistic stats, that's pretty funny. Alright, so I'm assuming that's just like last time. These are ordered in between the ones that require the least attempt to the ones that require the most attempt. So I'm assuming that Seat will only have 1 attempt, just like Citroën had at the beginning of the game. So I'm gonna first try this one. Well, you have 2 attempts instead of 1. Oh, but we're going to Africa. In Africa, well, at least in the first game, it was a hard one. But yeah, I think we should be fine. Oh, that's a very, very good looking car. Holy shit. Is this really supposed to be a 2.0 car? Doesn't seem like it's going much faster than the 1.6 one, right? Ouch. But maybe it's precisely because the reliability... Okay, never mind. Never mind. It's that I'm gonna beat this test by quite a lot. So I'm still surprised because in the previous games, like the faster category consistently reached 200 kilometers per hour, but it seems that right now the max speed is 170, which is not much different from the slower category. But maybe it's more realistic, I guess. No, regardless of the realism or whatever, what's faster, what's slower, again, I want to put emphasis in how good this car looks. Like, I really love the way this car looks. It looks so cool. Yeah, the combination of purple and yellow, I just really like it. Feels a little bit sad cocking Citroën though, but yeah. I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I did it. So yeah, let me sign. Also, I have the Telefónica Movistar sponsor. Those are companies that work here. Team, and they hope that I finish 12, dude. Are you out of your mind? Didn't you see me obliterate the competition in the previous championship? Like, what makes you think I won't get first? But in case anyone gives a shit about the information of the car, there you have it. Apparently, yeah, the reliability, performance, and bullshit are bad. But I don't know how much that's gonna affect my position. And then again, it doesn't seem like it matters, considering that, you know, the test was so good, right? A perfect Gavin. The big league. Okay. These guys are drama queens. Alright, let me save. Well, it seems that it saves regardless, so I don't even know why save is an option if you're gonna save when you want to anyway. Alright. So, well, let's get into it. There's nothing more we can do. Okay, yeah, sure. But we will see. Hey, maybe because supposedly the performance of this car is worse than the previous one, maybe it's gonna be harder to win. Maybe. I doubt it, but we will see. Look, we never know until it happens. But see, like, you can see it with things like that. Like, for example, that corner. Like, the car went immediately to super low speed as if it had like a titanium brake. I don't expect this to be simulation level of realistic, but like, this really feels like I was playing Mario Kart. Just with a rally skin. I feel like even Mario Kart has more, you know, have physics that make more sense even. At least for what type of game it is, obviously. What seems for sure is that for now, the times are certainly tighter than in the previous season. But again, ironically, this is gonna be a repeat of the Game Boy Advance port. Like, if you remember in the Game Boy Advance port, on the slower car categories, I was essentially doing like 20-second advantage with the second place. And once I got to the faster category, I was getting like a 10-second advantage. It is true that in a couple of seasons, but no, not seasons, in a couple of stages, I did like lose. I got second place in a couple of them, but like, we're talking about stages, like not even the whole rally, so I won everything regardless, and here it seems that it's gonna be pretty similar. Tim. And how does this explain, by the way? Because these guys were not going that fast on the previous season. You know that in the previous season, even with the slower car, I was obliterating everyone in the faster category. So what's the excuse here of all of these guys suddenly going faster? Well, whatever. I'm glad that's the case, because otherwise this will be an even bigger snooze fest. But yeah, it is what it is. All I'm saying is that this most likely will be the final season of this mode, at least for what I understand. There are other modes. Like, for what I understand, you have well, just like in the Game Boy Advance version, you have race modes. I do hope that they are not like the ones in Game Boy Advance, because if you remember, in Game Boy Advance you have 5 races, I think, that were extremely easy to beat, and that's it. Like, that's all you had. Oh shit, accident. Damn, I even had to respawn. Alright, now things are gonna get interesting. I wonder if the respawn costs time, as in it no, it doesn't. I mean, if that made you, like, if that costed you extra time, the car respawning, that usually is the case in rally games, it will cost you some extra time, but it doesn't here, it seems. Also, this track seems to have a lot of irregular shit. It's a very narrow track, but the moment you go outside the track, the terrain is super irregular. Yeah, that's what needs to happen. So there's a train on the side. I do like the way this track looks, though. And for what I understand, it's supposed to be Sharmany, right? This one is certainly not an easy track, I gotta admit. But as long as you like update your brain chip to be like, hey, be a little bit more careful, that's it. That's all you need. Just be a little bit more careful and you got it. Got him. Okay. Damn. But the fact that this is gonna be even longer than the other one, the one in well, the one that was the slower category, makes me feel that it's gonna be such a pain in the ass. Damn. How was everyone's day? It's fine. Look, trust. There's gonna be a racing mode in this game that is actually gonna be interesting. Well, even if there is one, I wouldn't play it today. It will have to be for some other time. But certainly be more interesting than this one. At the very least here, one thing that I gotta admit is that the cars look very good. And at least this one in particular looks very good too. Right now, I gotta say that there really is not that much difference between this car and the slower cars. They feel mostly the same. I mean, you can tell that, as I say, with the fact that the top speed of this car is not really that, you know, good either. And that's weird because comparing it to the Game Boy Advance version, that's one thing that it had. Even though in the Game Boy Advance version there was no risk to accidents, but at least it definitely felt different to use a car from a slower category than one from a faster one. But here it really feels about the same. The only difference is that the times are tighter. Rough. Oh, there's... Okay, I was out to say, why was I losing control? It's because there are little places that are like water pools. I don't know if pool is what you call it, but essentially little places where the water stays after a rain, after the rain. Also, it seems like there is a little bit of snow in the outside of the track, right? I mean, I'm not really paying that much attention as I can, but it looks like there are some places where it snows. One thing here that I can definitely tell you is that one thing that makes this challenging is the fact that those little water pools really fuck you up. And they are everywhere. And the last 3 sectors were slower, huh? Doesn't matter. Wait, what's the... Oh, Hirata is supposed to be the second place. Alright, gotcha. And here you cannot even look at the times of the previous category. They don't want you to find out that the times they had were fraudulent. It's fine. Okay. Also, I don't know what country the manufacturer's seat is from. I never checked.
3, 2, 1, go! 150, 5 right and 5 left, short. 4 right, tightens. 150, 5 left. 100, 4 right. 100, 2 left. 100.
Wait, that was a very sudden corner. Also, what the hell? That car is sticking out for whatever reason. It's like, please crash me. I want to be remodeled. Yeah. Speaking of racing games, did you see the new release for the Switch 2? The new release of what? You know, you mean oh, you mean, yeah, I know. You mean a Kirby, like the Kirby racing game. I haven't seen it, no. I mean, as you know, I'm not gonna get a Switch 2, so I'm afraid that that game will be not something I will play. But yeah, I have not seen it. What I do know is that there are a lot of characters differently from the previous game. Well, and some characters that I haven't even met, like for example, like the one from from Planet Robobot. That one I never saw it, but she's in that game. What? What did he say? Like, I probably damaged something, but what? I mean, no shit. Yeah, man, even with that, I still got a green sector. The car probably suffer a little bit, but that's fine. I mean, it's gonna be okay. No, we don't have any repair in between stages here, so whatever damage we took is gonna stay with us here. But it's not a problem.
3, 2, 1.
If anything, it will add a little bit of spice that is very sorely lacking here.
100, 4 right. Flat right, flat left. 100, flat left. 100, flat right.
So I'm already getting red sectors here, huh? But you can give me all the red sectors you want, because my advantage is probably like, I didn't check, but it's probably 20 seconds, so I'm not gonna be 20 seconds behind on this stage, so yeah. Give me all the red sectors you want, dude. You still won't win. You still stand no chance. Yeah, bring them all to me. Sure that at some point they will mean something. If I had to guess, I will say that my engine is damaged from the collision on the previous track. At least I'm glad that the obstacles that were outside the track did not have a hit, because if they did it, it would have been terrible.
Flat left. 100, 3 right. 4 right. 150, 5 left.
But here I'm not even doing badly, it's simply that the first place is doing good, because I'm still in second. Is that oh, what the hell? My car is starting to look a little bit bad right now. Like, visually, it's suffering a little bit. And even with that, I'm still very close to winning the stage, you know? I don't think it matters too much. And I still won, dude. Damn. Can you imagine getting beaten by a guy whose car is not in very good condition? But maybe your car is also not in very good condition, but damn. You should know better, mister. It's fine. Damn. 24 seconds, well, 23, but yeah, 24 pretty much. Well, and here the point distribution is different. When you... Oh, you have... Okay. Something that I didn't pay that much attention to, I guess. Like, you have one for individual driver and another one for, you know, the non-individual driver. So, like, the team is what I mean. Okay, that's the same text, by the way, as the Citroen one. I don't think it's about a specific surface. A Hyundai? Would I give a shit about what Hyundai does? So you're telling me that you did not increase your... team, and the reliability is going even lower. Well, at least the performance is increasing, but well, and the budget stays the same. So I guess this is one of those things that theoretically, against all odds, I'm just crushing everyone. So it's weird to see that in some places there is music and then in the race there is nothing. Come on, dude. Can just put a little bit of music. Oh, also this happens in Finland. I wonder if it's gonna be the same tracks or if they are different. No, this one is the same track. And I remember that because when I tested this game, the one thing that I used to test over and over was the MG. What's it called, MG? Well, basically that one of the first companies. Like I did the test, and the test always happened here. So I know the beginning of this track pretty much by memory. And yeah, I can tell you that this one was already there. So for some reason, even though I didn't really have any accident, my rear is hanging quite literally. Maybe a bounce that the car didn't like, but come on, dude. I'm treating you like a princess and you're still complaining like that, Mr. Car? Come on. Can you put some music? I mean, I could put some music, yeah, but I don't know, I feel that if you want to see what the real experience of this game is, you will have to see how it truly is. So basically without music. You want to see how it feels to play this game? This is how it feels to play this game. So then again, even if it had music, it's not like the gameplay will be any different, you know? The gameplay will still be pretty much a guaranteed victories back to back. Yeah. You know what still surprises me about this? How I consistently, when I was a kid, well, this is something I already mentioned at some point, but how I consistently play the best game in the series every time. In this case, so far being B-Rally 2, I play the best one. I didn't need to play anything else, you know? Also, how is it going, Sunshine? Yeah, I basically, like that that graphical glitch that I was mentioning the other day, there was someone, like I joined the PS2 Discord, like a PS2 emulation Discord, and there was one guy called JordanTheToast, I think, that saw that, asked me for like a log file. I send it to him and he immediately fixed it. I think I'll never forget that. I understand, as I said before, it was probably a very easy fix and it wasn't anything that required an insane amount of knowledge or anything like that. But the fact that it was such a fast response, I never imagined that I would have so much success, especially after experiencing like the 3DS Ridge Racer game completely being ignored by everyone. And yet this one I had immediate attention and an immediate solution. It's crazy. So, you know that I constantly kinda talk a lot of shit about the PS2 emulator, but I feel that after that experience, maybe I should temper my shit talking. Because honestly, these developers, they are some good stuff. You know, in fact, I probably should mention the Ridge Racer 5 glitch. You know, the one that is still active, that when you play in hardware mode, the car textures are glitched. I should mention that and ask them if they were able to look into that or what. I mean, probably not, but hey, if I had so much luck with this game with an immediate solution, maybe with that one I might get lucky too. So considering that it's a well-documented glitch, I have my doubts. I'm officially on holiday. Oh, I'm on holiday too, well, technically, in the sense that today is a national holiday, and so is Monday. So basically, my weekend is a long weekend of 4 days. That's pretty cool. Hey, I'm doing pretty well. Got to love the open source community. I mean, I don't think, well, obviously the fact that it's open source is what allows it to be that fast, but it's not just that, it's the fact that the developers seem to be very competent. I mean, again, this probably was a very specific case that was super easy to fix, and I'm probably here felating the developers as if they just found the cure for cancer, right? Maybe I'm exaggerating, but it's just crazy because I had no expectations. Like, I joined the Discord and was like, yeah, well, whatever. I don't expect them to answer this in a month. And no, it was instantaneous. Wow, that was an interesting drift. My little guy drifted a little bit too much in there. Gotta be more careful. What was I about to say? Yeah, the fact that it was something that was solved essentially within 10 minutes on when I posted it. Team, even with that drift, I'm still first? No way, dude. How to be shitting me? I was out to say, well, yeah, no way I'm gonna get first after that accident. I'm 2 seconds ahead. Like it usually tends to be the case. God damn, dude. Like they purposely, not to mention, what is this difference? How am I so ahead of them? Man, like they are not even trying. They're making this look like a pro. The handling in this game is so oversensitive. I mean, yeah, but like that's precisely what makes it easier. The fact that when you handle the car reacts as if you were using like a GT3 car. You know how GT3 cars are cars that are supposed to be super easy on the driving. Like you go left and they go left, you go right, they go right. Like they don't make you oversteer or drift or anything like that. And this car kind of feels like that. Even though technically what you're seeing on the screen can be qualified as drift, yeah, but they don't feel like drift. They feel like as if you were just handling in, you know, asphalt constantly. Like you were, as I say, using a GT3 instead of a rally car. You know? But unfortunately, because of that, I cannot say I like this game, unfortunately. Like, because I mean, aside from what I say, the fact that the game is not challenging at all because the CPU doesn't even try to go fast, it's the fact that it doesn't also feel like a rally game, you know? Like, if you want to understand mostly what I mean, like try playing a game like Sega Rally Championship and then play this game and you will see what the difference is. The Sega Rally Championship, even though it's still an arcade game and not a simulator, it feels like you're drifting when you handle the car. It feels like you're actually driving a rally car even through those like arcade lenses and not simulation lenses, right? But this game in no way feels like you're driving a rally car. It does not feel like a rally car whatsoever. And as I was also saying earlier, B-Rally 2 felt like you were driving a rally car, even though it's still way more arcade-ish than even the Sega Rally. But it still felt like a rally car. This one doesn't. But at least it looks like one. That's the nice thing about it, you know? It looks like a rally car, so nice. But it certainly doesn't feel like one. I didn't see that tree. It's as I say before, it's the reason why I think that this is the perfect game for people that want to get into rally games or simply people that are not very good at them. And not just rally games, I guess just driving games in general, because as I say, the car certainly doesn't feel like a rally car. So, yeah. I think that it's unfortunately, to me at least, it's just as dull as the Game Boy Advance port. If anything, it makes me appreciate the Game Boy Advance port more because of how well, with all the technical limitations they had, how well they were able to replicate this game. Obviously the physics are nothing like this game, obviously, and the graphics, yeah, obviously not even close, but the way the whole game feels and how the difficulty is as well, like they are so close. So whoever did the Game Boy Advance port did an amazing job at making you feel the same thing as this game, which to me it's not, you know, a positive feeling, but what I'm saying is that they replicated the game very, very well. Like they did very well on that. I mean, it's just a matter of comparing the times with the second place in this game to the ones that I had in the Game Boy Advance port, and they are most likely the same ones. And for games that are so different, like this one and the Game Boy Advance port, that's crazy good. The fact that the difficulty is still so close, you know? But it is what it is. But hey, I still have hope for V-Rally 4. I probably shouldn't, but I still have some hope about that game. So, I'm not saying that I'm gonna be done with this game today. Because I still want to see, because I'm pretty sure there are racing modes that also unlock cars. And oh, that's the car that was flying. I should saw it. Like, there was basically a tow truck. Well, I don't know if you can call that a tow truck. It's more like a crane. It was lifting it. That's why it looked like it was flying. Makes sense. Also, this also puts to rest the speculation that like the previous season was easy because the car that I had full reliability and bad shit. This one has basically bottom reliability, like it only has 1 point of reliability. I think it only has 3 points of bad shit, and I think it had even less when I started. Ouch. Oh, at least, oh, never mind. I was about to say at least I got rid of the hanging piece on my rear. No, it's still there. Damn it. Cannot even get rid of it. And I'm still on the green, dude. That was a green sector. Like after that accident, it was still a green sector. Holy shit. Like at this rate, I gotta assume that what my opponents are doing is like they forget that they have a 6th gear. Like they are just driving in the entirety of the trail on 5th gear. That's what I gotta assume they are doing, because otherwise, how do you explain it? Okay, man, that was quite a difference too. Well, are you gonna increase the budget now that I clearly can obliterate everyone? Well, actually, if anything, I guess if I was the company, I would be doing the opposite. Instead of increasing the budget, why would I increase the budget when, you know, there is no... Oh, hold up. I'm just realizing that because of my teammates, my car is, well, my team is very close to the 2nd place. That's fucked up. Alright, what's this? Okay, so this is when they start saying don't lose your lead, and that's the new objective. Okay. So everyone else is increasing their budget except for us, huh? Pretty nice of you. Very, very nice of you. The objective now is don't lose your lead. You know what? I actually don't remember what result I had in the previous season for my team. Like, I don't remember seeing what position I ended up at, or rather we ended up at. Like, I obviously know that I won the drivers' championship, but the team championship, I have no idea who won it. So, judging by the flag here, I don't know why it says Africa though. Like, isn't the flag very clearly supposed to be Kenya? Why do you should say Africa? Like, that makes no sense. Like, not even B-Rally 2 did that. I'm assuming the fact that it says, like, the reliability, maybe the only thing that affects is like the way the car looks. Yes, the fact that the rear has constantly been hanging like that, it's probably because of the lack of reliability, right? It's not like it affects the car gameplay wise anyways, it's only visual. But then again, I also still haven't gotten into an accident bad enough that it made me damage seriously my car, you know? Better watch out for a girl that can heal herself. I thought that you were gonna say better watch out for people that know the bait. You know, when you say something is in Kenya and you say Kenya what? And then you should say Kenya... Actually, no, never mind. I almost baited myself. No, okay, never mind. The bait should be Kenya, can your ass take my, and well, whatever favorite thing you can say there. Kenya is one of those countries that have the unfortunate thing that, you know, they sound like English words. Yeah, I know you were talking out, Elena. But you could also do baits with Kenya. Because it sounds like Ken-your. No worries. I ain't gonna bait you. No, I still don't understand though. It feels even very unprofessional to have a truck called Africa, dude. Like, that's the kind of thing that companies that gave no shits back then did, because they didn't even know that, like, they barely even knew Africa existed, so they just counted Africa as a country, right? But this was, it's supposed to be like a more serious rally game, even with real life car manufacturers. You just call it Africa. Hey, what rally is this? Oh, it's Africa. Oh, that was quite a fucked up. Yeah, I know I'm going the wrong way. Blame the bankings on that thing. Was fucked up. I think that it's a weird thing, as I say, because B-Rally 2 had every track named after a country, every single one of them. I mean, for fuck's sake, it had my own country, that it's a country that almost no game recognizes that it exists. So it's like they could have easily just say South America, but no, they say Argentina explicitly. Oh, look at that. Do you like that? I like that trick. Right, so unfortunately, as you can see, that's the first time that it shows up. But one of my parts is damaged. In this case, it's the brakes. My brakes are damaged. Doesn't seem like that's a problem, because my brakes still work pretty well. My brakes work perfectly. Well, then again, it only shows them as orange. If it truly was fully damaged, it will show up as red. Also, wait, hold up. Did you notice something? Remember that at the beginning of the race, the rear part of my car was hanging from the left side, and now it's hanging from the right side. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, at that point it would already be out. Like, it wouldn't be hanging from the opposite direction. It's pretty fucked up. What? Like, it suddenly got fixed on the right, but it got broken on the left. Pretty funny. That's the first time in the whole game so far that I had a hit hard enough to make one of the car parts show up on the right side of the screen. It hasn't happened yet, at least not on this stream. Like when I was testing the game and I crashed against something, I saw that it indeed appears. But
That was a good time.
the 360 is back. Yeah, that one was even better because it was a flip. Do it again. Don't worry, there will be enough time to do 360s. Surely another one will come. Oh, and here, since we don't have any service in between the stages, that means that the brake will remain damaged. But then again, it's very relative because my brakes still work fine. Not to mention that in a game like this one, there is also not that much of a difference between using the brakes and simply lifting the accelerator, you know. Okay, never mind, there is quite a difference. There wasn't a difference in the Game Boy Advance port, but in this one there is quite a difference between the two. But I mean, even then, I can still use the brakes just fine. Well, there goes the front of my car. I tried to do that chicane super fast and I couldn't. It doesn't matter. I don't need to. Okay. See, for example, right there, the reason why I almost went to the left is because I was seeing myself starting to lose the car because I thought I was gonna oversteer. So I tried to counter correct to the left. The thing is that the car like drives so linearly, like it has almost no way to accidentally lose the control of the car, that when I went left, it immediately went left. It seems like the concept of oversteering is alien to this game. Though I did oversteer once, which I don't know if you remember one of the previous stages at the very beginning of the stage. What? Huh? Wait, what happened? Did I go the wrong way? What? I thought I was going the right path. Yeah, I will watch the replay, but it's something that happened at the end, so I'm not gonna watch 3 minutes until I see that. Well, technically less than 3 minutes, but you get the point. Damn. That's something. But yeah, whatever. Huh? Oh, a little guy. Oh, what the hell? Oh, so they simply have different animations. Okay, so my car might be a little bit fucked. Wait, hold up. The brakes were actually damaged, and you're telling me that it's only 4 minutes of repair like in every other, you know, in every other rally? So I guess they weren't that damaged. In fact, the other parts that didn't even show up as orange on the UI were in a worse state. Damn. I really don't know what to think. Yeah, I don't know what the what the copilot says when you hit something. It says something damage. It's not like it's like the first time I hit something, but there are multiple times that I hit something and he doesn't say anything. I don't know why he says it only sometimes. And not to mention that he only says it because the UI doesn't show anything. Gotta be careful on these sections, guys. The cliffs, well, then again, I was gonna say the cliffs could easily make you fall, but you already see that what happens when you're in a position that you're not meant to be. The game immediately responds you and you don't lose time for it. And the way it works in most rally games is that when you go off track, the game responds you and makes you lose like 10 seconds. Like the moment you respawn, it basically adds 10 seconds to your final time, right? But here you can do that with no consequence whatsoever, which is quite weird. Yeah, this place is definitely meant to be Kenya. I really don't understand. Just say Kenya, dude. Like what, you don't have the rights to a country? You know that you can mention any country without problem, right? They are supposed to be public terms. You don't need to call the president to be like, hey, am I allowed to use your country name in my game? No, it doesn't work that way. Country names can be used like anything. Like you saying the word tree, right? It's not a brand where you need to own the rights to say, like the car brands, for example. Damn. It's fine. Maybe they didn't know how to write Kenya, you know? Maybe they were like, wait, do you say Kenya with a Y or with an I? They really didn't know, so they were like, ah, fuck it, just call it Africa. That will be pretty funny. Or maybe even worse, they didn't know what the flag for Kenya was. Since they weren't sure, they should say Africa. Now obviously that's not the case, because believe it or not, this game released in the year 2002, internet was already a thing back then. Yes, it wasn't the same thing that it is today. Pretty sure that there were pages that had this basic knowledge available, you know. But keep in mind that in 2002 I think Google didn't exist, or if it existed it wasn't as powerful of a search engine as it is today. You did have other stuff, like I'm pretty sure that, you know, search engines were always a thing, but so then that, thinking about it is so crazy, isn't it? Now, you know that was only 23 years ago, right? Like only 23 years ago, and yet when you think about the internet of that time, it's so extremely different. It might as well be a different era. It's crazy to me. It's like we were comparing, I don't know, like a car with a horse, right? Google is from 98. Well, the company, sure, but I mean, they also have the search engine in 2002. Because yeah, I mean, technically Nintendo is from the 19th century, but back then they clearly didn't make video games. They were just making toys and cards. I guess cards also can be included in toys, I guess. Also, what was this difference, dude? Like, we are back at 33. This is what the difference that I used to have against the the guys on the slower category. Oh, I think the reason for that is because Hirata retired. That used to be the guy that was at second place, but since he retired, there is a guy that seems like it's a lot slower now. But I mean, it all depends on me to win the team championship, because my teammates are fucking trash. I'm feisty and desperate to take on the Masters. Damn. This guy should call me feisty. Well, the only feasting I'm doing is to my opponent's asses, because honestly, that's the only gap that you should see here. Not the time gap, but rather the gap that I'm leaving on their asses. These guys are not even on my level, dude. Like, they are so far that it's like we were driving different categories. But no, it's meant to be the same category. So you know that ironically in this game, I can see the tracks repeating more often than in the Game Boy Advance game. And I think that the Game Boy Advance game actually has more tracks. I see you wanted a 360, there you have it. Do you like it? Just for you. You wanted the 360, you have the 360. Just for you. And even with that 360, it's still not gonna matter. I'm still gonna beat these guys. Doesn't matter how bad I drive, these guys are still gonna get beaten. Just the way it is. I mean, I'm already almost there. Okay. Oof. Slow. And not only I will win, I will also win by a big difference, as if I was just doing a normal stage. Like, as if that accident never happened. God damn, dude. And I'm not saying all of this simply to, you know, brag about, look at how good I am. No, it's all, look at how fucking piss easy the game is. That even after all these mistakes, well, technically it was only one mistake, but I mean, it was a very gross mistake. And no, it doesn't matter. Just have a victory for free. Thanks for the 360, no problem. Anytime. I mean, as you can see, not like it matters, you know? Apparently I can do 360s and completely remain unpunished. Just like that. God damn. But you know, see, here's the thing. I know that you, Sunshine, you mentioned that, for example, you find the what's the word? The driving of the Gran Turismo cars to be hard. So I think that this game is probably a good match for you because the handling, as you say, it's very sensitive, but the opponents allow you to do a lot of mistakes. And as long as you go slow, even if the steering is sensitive, you can still, you know, more or less maintain the car within limits. Like, if you don't try to go super fast and you simply worry about not crashing, I'm pretty sure that you can very easily have a very challenging you know, 1.6L championship. It's probably gonna feel good to play that. Interestingly enough, they are actually starting to fight back a little bit here, huh? Yeah, damn, look at that. Zero differential there. Pretty cool. They were going at the same speed, both me and Hirata, my rival. Pretty cool. That's how it should be. Seems that this is an exception. I don't know exactly why it's an exception, but it seems to be an exception. Yeah, even if right now I'm getting more of an advantage, I still gotta admit that this trail was close and without any accident. I mean, this is how the other ones should be. They should force you to push yourself, and if you have an accident, there is no way you're gonna win. Need to get out of the Ridge Racer mindset. Yeah, and I mean, this game, I think it's a good game for that because the difficulty is low enough that it gives you enough room for error. That being said, Gran Turismo is also good for that. But I guess I could understand that Gran Turismo could be less exciting since it's a game where you understeer more, so you take corners very slowly and all of that. But this game, with the way the physics work, you're constantly going fast even in slow corners. It's just that, yeah, differently from Ridge Racer, you don't do the corners automatically, of course, but you know, you can still, like, for example, this hairpin, yeah, it's not automatic, but I basically like just press the brake once, then, you know, slowly try to go left, and voila. You don't need to go as slow as you will need to go in a hairpin in Gran Turismo. And let's say that you go way too slow, like slower than you're intended to, it doesn't matter because the opponents are not fast enough either. Like, maybe you're gonna struggle in the 2.0 category because here the gap between you and your opponents is lower. But in the 1.6 category, you should do well. Even if you struggle, because yeah, maybe you're gonna struggle a little bit, but I'm pretty sure that at least the podium will be yours, assuming that you cannot simply just get first place, you know? See, that one was different because I started braking from outside the track, so when you're outside the track, the car doesn't answer you very well. In fact, you know that I'm pretty sure that the off-track physics are probably the way that that physics work in an actual rally game. Like, if the whole game handled like it handles off-track, it will probably be a lot more similar to how a rally game actually is. This track seems like it has a lot of hairpins, as you can see. I mean, not only hairpins, but also back-to-back hairpins. Beep. Well, I didn't sound the horn. Who sounded the horn? I mean, cannot be my copilot, you know? Can you imagine my copilot is so excited he just, you know, sounds the horn like that? I don't know what there is to be excited about here, considering that everyone is falling like they have always been doing so. Alright, this stage looks complex just looking at the track layout. Yeah, I'm probably gonna obliterate everyone regardless, but at least it looks complex enough. You know that it says hairpin right, but sometimes I hear Pepe, like that Twitch emote. Like the copilot is actually communicating with me using Twitch emotes. Here comes a hairpin PogChamp. The copilot wouldn't do that. I mean, after all, in rally, it's in the copilot's best interest that I don't crash. Because if I crash, he crashes too. So his life is in my hands. So you better give me good instructions, because otherwise I'm not the only one going down. I guess that's also a very nice motivator for the copilot to be as good as possible, you know? You either do your job well, or you are suffering the same fate I'm suffering. What the hell was that? Did you see that? Like the car suddenly decided to steer right in the middle of the corner. And this game's physics are something else. That's so weird. I wish that at least they had more dialogues or even like the text in the emails, right? Because if, for example, this one say That was okay, right? No, it wasn't okay. I obliterated my opponent. You should be saying, damn, outstanding performance, dude. And the ones in the email, instead of being like, oh, you did well, keep going, you should be saying, damn, you're a genius in the making, or obliterating the opponents the way you are. But no, they are just like, a good shot, bro. Well, technically the news outlet tell you that I'm basically dominating and whatever. What I'm trying to say is that it's the exact same text, no matter like how well you're doing, you know. Well, the text and the sound, like the voice lines. Yeah, that was bad. Alright, so that's the suspension and the brakes being damaged. So yeah, basically nothing that matters, so don't worry about it. Essentially, the easiest way to damage your car is by crashing headfirst into an obstacle. I mean, I guess as you would expect, right? You go full speed into an obstacle that is in front of you and it's gonna hurt. But then again, it's gonna hurt from a theoretical standpoint, because I can tell you that my car right now behaves the exact same as it was behaving before that crash. They worry on. Sort of two left, huh? So we already saw with the layout that this was gonna be a complex track after all. For finish. Well, that was the final stage already. Oops, my bad. Well, there was more, but no, there isn't. The final stage of this location, not precisely of this championship. These guys are saying the same shit. See, and this is the most fucked up part. They haven't programmed a test that says more than twice in a row, so they don't know about the fact that I won 4 in a row already. And not to mention the rest of the text is also the same, because the whole text is the same. Yeah, whatever. Let me see, have these assholes at least increased the bad shit? No, but apparently the morale and the performance are top. Well, yeah, obviously the morale is gonna be top if I'm absolutely carrying the team on my shoulders. How could it not be top? Yeah, don't worry about it. I have no idea what the morale affects. I guess maybe it affects the finishing position of my opponent, I mean of my teammates. But that's a little bit stupid, because here the only reason why I'm in first place is because I'm doing well myself. Like, my teammates are irrelevant. So you're telling me that if I do worse, my teammates are gonna do worse? It's like, it wouldn't change anything, you know? in the sense that by doing badly you will do badly, and by doing good you will do good. So like, what's even the point of the morale stat?
150, 4 right and hairpin left. 4 right.
And the worst part is that this is kind of supposed to be like one of those career modes that is kind of like a slow burn of sorts, right? In the sense that you're supposed to be climbing very slowly the hierarchy of teams, right? So that you start in very shitty teams, you try to finish the season however you can, and then hopefully you get into a better team that allows you to get a better result, right? Like that's essentially the idea of this mode, and yet the difficulty is so easy that you don't really need that. Like, you take whatever the first team you have is, and you can obliterate everything, just like that. I'm using the word obliterate a lot, I'm aware of that. It's just that I don't think that there's any more fitting word right now, because it really is like I'm winning by a lot. It's not that I'm slightly winning, I'm really very heavily winning, you know?
100, 3 left. 100, 3 right, outside. 3 left. Flat right, into 3 left. 100, 3 right.
Just know that this is the last season that I do in this mode. Like, I'll investigate if there are other modes that might be worth doing and whatnot, but this is the very last season you will see me do of this mode. The same way that I did in the Game Boy Advance port, that I only did 2 seasons and I was out of there. Well, same will be for this game. Man. And look at the smile on the guy on the top left. Almost looks scary. Like it was possessed by a demon. Alright. But I feel like it's always the exact same amount of damages, right? Like the steering is always like 7 or 8 minutes and everything else is either 3 or 4. Like they are always the same damage.
3.
Hey, whatever.
1. We're off. 3 right. 100. Hairpin left. 150. 2 right. 100. Hairpin left.
That... Okay, that was a tighter corner than I was expecting. For example, there, I went overboard because I didn't brake in time and I essentially went past the corner. It doesn't matter because the brakes are so good in the sense that they are not well made, but I mean that they brake so much, like they are so unreal, like so unrealistic that you can make your car stop just by holding the brake for like 1 second at most. So even an accident, or rather a mistake like that supposedly will normally make your car lose a lot of time because you went past the corner by a lot. No, it doesn't matter because you can just stop your car that easily. Not to mention that if I didn't stop my car and it caused a respawn, I still wouldn't lose time anyways. So, yeah.
3 left and 3 right. 150. 2 left.
I do realize that probably hearing me complain the whole time with this game is probably a little bit annoying. But it's just that it's heartbreaking to see the same criticisms that I have about a Game Boy Advance game on a fucking PS2 game, dude. Like, come on. I can let it pass on the Game Boy Advance game, but not in this one, dude. God damn it. Nice. That didn't damage my car. It's not according to the game. Well, one weird thing here is that the distribution of stages when it comes to when you're allowed to get service in the Game Boy Advance game is stage 1, 2, then 3, 4, then 5. But in this one it's kinda in reverse. It's 1, then 2, 3, then 4, 5. I don't know why. I mean, I guess it's the same shit at the end of the day. Whatever.
Three, 2, 1, go, go, go. 4 left into 3 right.
I guess instead of complaining about the game, which I already did a lot, one thing I could do is talk about something completely unrelated that I did talk about in the Discord, but that against my better judgment, I'm probably gonna be working on another I Wanna Be the Guy fan game, because I guess I'm very dumb. So yeah. Now, I mean, the thing is that I really want to work on a game, but I do realize that I don't have the talent to work on a game from scratch. So the only thing I can do is an I Wanna Be the Guy fan game where you can take the assets from wherever you want. You don't need to do them yourself. And you also don't need to do anything groundbreaking. Oh, my brake is damaged. Well, who cares? But yeah, that's what I wanna do. I don't know how long it's gonna take me, but I mean, it's not gonna be any different than the previous fun game I already released. I mean, yeah, it's gonna be different in that it's gonna be a different fun game, but I mean, it's gonna be the same type of fun game, just that it's gonna be easier, or at least I want to aim for it to be easier. We will see about it though. Hard to tell. Okay, what's going on here? Because Hirata is the one in second place. It's not like he abandoned like in the other season. Well, in the other rally, I guess. And yet the gap I have is more than half a minute. And it's growing way higher. What? How? Like, for what reason? I don't get it. To mention, this is one of those tracks that the path is quite wide, so it's not like some other tracks where it's very easy to go off track and get into an accident. Like 46 seconds, dude. Yeah, the tree wasn't damaged as well, that's true. Also, hold up, someone wrote me something, let me read. Okay. No, nothing important. I had to check. Alright, so... yeah, you can see that it's not damaged. And it's what I say, look at this. 3, 3, 7, 4. Like, it's as I say before, the steering is always 7 or 8, and then you have the suspension, the brakes and body being 3 or 4 each. Like, it's always the same combination, so it doesn't even seem like they give a shit about the damages being accurate. It's like they, if you do a certain amount of hits, they start taking away from some of those things, but they always take it in a linear way. I feel like even B-Rally 2 was more random with the damages, which made them feel like more authentic, because it was a lot of times different things. It's something that I can tell you right away, even though I guess at this point it's more than obvious that I'm gonna be thinking this, but B-Rally 2 is a superior game in every way. Well, I guess except, well, I was gonna say except for the graphics. Sure, obviously this one having more polygons is a game that looks better. Sure, obviously. But I feel like the tracks in B-Rally 2 look better. At least they look more pleasing to look at. Mostly because it's about the way... well, honestly that could just be nostalgia, because it's a game that I'm used to seeing since my childhood. So I guess scratch that. But in every other way, B-Rally 2 is certainly superior to this game. Like, it's not even close. And for all we know, it might be the same case for B-Rally 4. Maybe B-Rally 2 is also gonna be B-Rally 4's ass. Like, essentially, like what? 24 years before it released. No, 24? No, 30 actually, right? No, not 30, 20. Because B-Rally 2 released in 1999 and B-Rally 4 released in 2018. So yeah, 19, 20 years, pretty much. Well, 19, not 20. Ouch. Don't worry about it. I have 13 seconds to spare, dude. In fact, right now, I could, you know, just play a quick... I could watch a sumo match in this amount of difference that I have right now. I was not supposed to go left so early. No problem, as I say, the brakes and the whole handling of the car is so, you know, so fast that it doesn't matter. Over finish. Yeah, that's for sure. Well, like, you actually worded it perfectly, but that's because of the PS2 as well. Like, this looks washed out, B-Rally 2 colors look more vibrant. Yeah, precisely. It's those two things. The first one, well, and the second one as well, it's because the PS2 went for this look, like this gritty look that was more gray, that had more blur, right? Like, that's something that happens in every PS2 game. So it's not exclusive from this game, but yes, it is true that V-Rally 2 obviously looks more vibrant, more colorful, more pleasing to look at. This one goes for like a more realistic look, but ironically, I feel like this game has an identity crisis, you know? Because it tries to be more realistic in multiple places, like, you know, having the career mode be the way it is with like with signing contract with manufacturers, the manufacturer having expectations, and you know, depending on how you perform, they increase their stats or not. Like all of that, the fact that the opponents have actual names, like it tries to be realistic in everything except the gameplay. That's the one thing that feels so clashing to me. Like, it goes for realism in everything except the thing that matters. And look, I'm not gonna complain about the game not being realistic. It's just that I feel like if you're gonna go full arcade in everything else too. Like, instead of having a career mode like this, give me a championship mode. Like, by championship mode, I mean the typical, you know, races that you have against other opponents, and at the end, the one with the most point wins. Like, hell, make it a Mario Kart clone, just with rally cars. And I would prefer that than trying to make everything realistic, but the handling. Like, at that point, go full arcade. I know that you're trying to be like the middle option, right? Like, you try to go for like easy handling and everything else is very formal, right? I feel like at that point you end up not really pleasing anyone, because the people that want more realism by the time that this game released, they were either, if they were console players, they were playing Colin McRae, and the ones that were PC players were already playing. Well, in this year I don't remember if Rachel Burns Rally was already out, but that's a game that even is played nowadays because of how well the physics are made. And the people that want a more arcade experience are not gonna be playing this. They are gonna be playing, like, you know, Need for Speed. Well, and even the people that don't have a PS2 or rather a Nintendo are playing Mario Kart, you know? Shit like that. So I feel like this middle ground is not very well done. I feel like if you want to close the bridge between simulation and arcade, you gotta do it the way Gran Turismo does it. Because you have a gameplay that does require some little bit of practice. Like, it requires you to be very careful in how you drive, and it's certainly, even if you use a controller, you can more or less feel the intention of realism behind it, right? And at the same time, it's still a game that the way it's presented, you have like a lot of events that are typical from an arcade game, like the typical 5-race championship, and with a special condition, right? Like, the cars can only be of this type or this other thing, which are no, don't go out of the rally mode. That are things that, yeah, I mean, I'm not saying that championships only happen on arcade games. I'm saying that the way that you can have cars that in reality will never race together and you can have them all in the same race, that's pretty cool, you know? But that's also like a very unreal thing that it's there simply because it's a game, and it makes it nice. Like, I like the fact that I can see a race with like an old ass car from the 70s going against a modern car that, you know, they both get very close, because in terms of performance they are very close. It's something that you will never see in a real life competition, and yet it's there in Gran Turismo precisely because that's the whole point of that game. You have all these unrealistic things, but they are all within a game that has, within, you know, arcade racing game limits, a very realistic handling. Not to mention, of course, that all of the cars in the game, with very few exceptions, are all real cars. So yeah, I feel like if you want to bridge the gap between arcade and simulation, you gotta do it the way Gran Turismo does it. Doing it like this game does it, like, it doesn't please neither the people that want arcade or the people that want realism. It's like you're making a game for, in case someone is interested in rally and they don't want to play a hard game. But how many people are like that? Like, how many people will be interested in rally and instead of wanting to play an actual rally game, they want to play a more arcade-ish rally game? I don't know if there are many people like that. I mean, me for sure. That's the thing, it doesn't even appeal to people like me because the part that handles the realism kinda gets in the way of the fun by making this be like actual rally stages, but with, you know, a handling that is super easy. That's Mario Kart tier. As I was saying at the beginning of the stream, it's like you're playing Mario Kart but without items and without opponents. Like, yeah, that's not very fun to do, you know? But yeah. I don't know. But I think that this game is only good for people that want to play a rally game and, you know, struggle playing racing games. So this one being so casual in its handling will certainly help. But I'm pretty sure that the people that fit in that profile are almost none. And not to mention, even the people that fit in that profile, I think that I would rather recommend them be Rally 2. Or, well, I guess be Rally 4 doesn't count because it's a game that released after this one, so if it's a better game, it makes sense because it's supposed to be. Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to be Rally 4. Like, not because I'm expecting a good game, ironically, but rather because I want to see how they implement this formula. Like, I want to see what they do. Also, again, 3374. This time act literally the same as the previous one. That's fucked up. It's okay. But yeah, well, this is the final location anyway, so just gotta get through this and then she's. So you know that there wasn't a single race in the whole season with this car that the rear of the car didn't behave like that. That's a little bit annoying because it makes the car look uglier for no reason, right? Because that doesn't have any gameplay impact, but it certainly has a visual impact, and I don't like it. So that champ was barely even a champ.
150, 5 left.
Well, ironically, the V-Rally game that was the most realistic when it comes to champs was the first one. Like, the first one was the only V-Rally game so far that the time that a champ came,
200, 5 right.
if you didn't reduce the speed enough, you were gonna get absolutely destroyed. And that's something that happens in real life too. And when you take a champ like that, if you are not having full control of the car before the champ, say goodbye basically.
150, flat left into.
The only problem is that the first V-Rally game basically had the opposite problem of this game. Like, this game, the controls are perfect in the sense that, like, you can, you know, handle the car almost as if it was a Formula 1 car. But V-Rally 1 had the problem that the controls were so shitty that handling the car was torture. And not even in like a realistic way. It wasn't hard because it was realistic. It was hard because it was shit. But yeah, it's fine. That being said, I find that game more interesting than this one. So at least that game had, like, fighting the shitty ass controls made it like a more interesting game because at any point you could lose. You were constantly, well, in fact, something that I said after I beat it, that it was a game that kinda, like, after I stopped playing it kind of feel like a light headache because I was focusing so much in not losing control because the controls were so bad. So I was constantly in need of paying attention to what I was doing and what was coming, like what corners were coming. And I needed to be precise in all of them because the single mistake or the single deviation from what the game was expecting you to do was enough to make you lose. And that's something that does not exist in this game, obviously. I guess what I said at the beginning of the stream, that accidents here were very punishing. You can say that, yeah, kinda, but not really. It's whatever. I guess that is the perfect description. Like, you're driving a Formula 1, but in a rally course. You know that Formula 1 cars not only have amazing downforce, but the brakes are also surreal. Like, the brakes of a Formula 1 car, like, you're going extremely fast and the brakes are able to reduce the speed by 200 kilometers per hour in like less than 2 seconds. So that's exactly how this car feels. Well, this car, I mean this game. By saying this car, it makes it sound like it's this car in particular. And look at that, a 720, holy shit. Did you see that? I hope you did. See, I thought it wasn't enough to do 360, so there, I have a 720 just for you. And that was crazy. Full 720. You know that shit is not easy to do. That shit is quite challenging to pull off.
200, 4 right.
Shame the game doesn't care about such
3 left.
insane stunts. It is what it is.
Not bad.
I'm still won. Though I lost 6 seconds between those two sectors, as it's understandable. But yeah, still managed to win that one regardless. But at least there's only a 10-second difference between me and the second place, so theoretically here I could still 3374, literally the same shit. That's the magic number, huh? 3374. So next time you play the lottery, remember those. Those are gonna be your lucky numbers.
3, 2, 1, we're off. 100, flat right. 150, 3 right. 4 left. 100, 3 right into. 2 left opens.
So, where is that track in Sweden that had the
Flat left.
like the lights on the side of the road? Maybe it's the next one, because I haven't seen it yet.
100, 3 left and 5
And
right.
I also know what's the variety of tracks in this game. And I'm also probably not gonna find out either. But yeah.
3 right tightens. Flat right and flat left. 150, 5 right. Be careful, jump. 100, 3 left. 3 left.
Look at those deers.
100, 4 right.
It's been a while since we saw a suicidal deer.
5 right.
Guess it had to appear at some point.
100, flat right. 100, 3 left. Flat right and flat left. 150, 2 left opens. 100, 2 right. 3 right and 4 left. 200, flat left into. 3 right. 100, flat left. 100, flat left into.
Oh, it is this track. This time it's in reverse.
100, 4 right
I
into.
remember that in the slower car championship they were
150,
like at the beginning of the track.
100, 5 right, flat left over crest. 150, flat right into. 5 left. 3 left. Flat left into. 2 right. 200, 4 right and flat left. Flat right. 150, flat left, under finish. Pretty good.
Okay. Well, I was gonna say at least the time difference remains low, but I mean with 18 seconds it will have to be a catastrophe to somehow not win. But even if I didn't win, I will still win the season anyway.
3, 2, 1, go. 5 left. 100.
That's a pretty cool looking sunset.
Jump 100. 3 right.
I'm very weak to sunsets, as I keep saying. Like, if I see a sunset, I'm gonna think that the stage looks good, no matter how, you know, how simple it is. Like, I'm just gonna like the way it looks.
100. 5 right. Long. left into, 3 left, 3 left, 4 left. Watch out, jump. Flat right. 200, 2 left, long. 4 right, long. Watch out, jump. 200, 4 right. 150, 5 right into, 3 left. 100, flat right, flat left.
At least I'm glad that
200, 2 left and
I reported the upscaling issue that was happening, because I could imagine that playing this without upscaling, it will look even more dull and it will be even more annoying.
2 right and 3 left. 4 right and 4 left.
So at least like this, even if I'm not appreciating the game itself, I can appreciate the graphics, you know. But yeah, well, I win. I won, I guess. And this also should unlock another car. As I said before, there are 4 hidden unlockable cars. The problem is I don't know how you unlock the other 2, which is exactly what I'm gonna investigate, because I'm curious. And we almost lost the team championship. That's fucked up. Unbelievable. And this is the exact same cutscene as the previous one, but instead of having the Citroen car and logo, now you have the Cit one. See, that guy is exactly the same one too. And he's probably the one that is the host of the event or some shit like that. Yeah, clap, clap. So I got the Subaru Impreza as a reward. Okay. So yeah, that's 2 out of 4. And the emails say, well, you get more proposals that I'm gonna shove up my ass, basically. This name will be remembered forever in the International Drivers Hall of Fame. I hope so. How are my stats at the end of this, I wonder? I like the fact that it says experience nothing, as if it mattered. I look at these guys who are more experienced, with more experience. Yeah, I don't need it. And yeah, I also like that they put A on everything. Whatever. So let's just save and quit. So yeah. What I was out to show, apparently, yeah, you have a challenge that apparently it's supposed to be like the race mode, but as I was saying before, I don't know exactly what's the condition to unlock the remaining 2 cars, and I don't even know if it's related to that mode or if it's still related to the rally mode. So here's the thing. If it's something related to this mode, I'm probably not gonna bother doing it and I'm done with this game. If it's something related to the races, and that they are actual races, I might be interested in doing it. But yeah, I'll investigate. For now though, you can probably consider this game done, but we will see. But then again, if I don't play this game, the one I will play is be Rally 4. So for next stream, there will be Rally, whether it is from this game or from the sequel. So yeah, thanks everyone a lot for watching, and I'll be seeing you on the next stream. So have a good one and take care.